We're so back. Organizations Win Championships is back, baby.
Oh boy. Here we go.
This is episode 114.
You remembered.
Not only did I remember,
I really
have all 113 previous episode sheets right here.
How many trees were cut down for this podcast?
Oh, you know me. It's all crossword puzzles. It's all on the backs of crossword puzzles and old score reads that I would bring home instead of throwing them out. So
why?
I don't know. Just didn't want to throw out. I figure I'd double use the paper. But here we are. This is going to be your place for Bulls and NBA talk on the new home of 312 Sports.
Gonna have
Chicago.
to get used to that one.
Yeah, get used to it. You know that face. You might know the voice.
I was considering wearing the quarter zip or a T-shirt that said 312 Sports on it, but I decided it would only be right to wear Javonte Green. I mean, I know he's a Detroit Piston, but I had to get that out of the way. First episode back, you got to do what you got to do, right?
And I have not seen a Visa bill line item for a Javonte Green Pistons jersey.
Not yet. Although you did see a $5 Visa bill for a Blake Griffin 2014 Christmas edition jersey.
I was there for that, though.
You were there for that.
Let the record show that for $5 a Christmas edition Blake Griffin that says Blake on the back.
And it's all first names. I didn't even know what era it was from, and then I looked it up, and there were a bunch of John Wall jerseys for sale that just said John for $25. And all I could think about was the Key and Peele bit, just Balake. I know I'm going to get a ton of those. Whatever. I'm going to wear it once during Mardi Gras. It's going to be absolutely trashed, but worthy expenditure of $5, of your $5. So maybe not for me, but thank you.
Now, it says Jason Bernstein on there. Now, if you are a longtime OWC listener, it is rare that I actually introduce my podcast partner by his actual name.
Yeah. What you come up with for me today?
Well, I didn't, because I figured people may not remember who you are or what you do. When we last left you, you were Tulane.
Yes.
You were in that room.
Yeah.
Not this room. No, your different room. Same poster behind you. Same vintage Michael Jordan that used to be in my room. And now the sports editor of the Tulane student paper, the Hullabaloo.
Yep.
And so these are the names under which you had been known previously.
Okay.
Reverend Virgil Chode Wrangler. Q Mobius Thunderdick. Aldrich Crotch Feaster.
Hold on, I have a quick question. What does the Q stand for in the Thunderdick name?
I don't know. Kentavious Caldwell. Wait, Kentavious Caldwell Dope.
That's that. Yeah. Okay.
Lugens Dork.
NBA champ now.
Yeah.
We didn't even. We haven't even covered any of that.
Ballsack Biombo.
Wait, what about Ballsack Regime?
Wait. We're not done. Hold on. Sir Angus the Flatulent. Otto Felchmonster.
Ugh. Oh, dude.
Carl Fartling. Spanky Beatwiener.
Are you naming every single one?
I've got it here. Ragnar Pigfister. Hold on. Wait. Franz Schlongdangler.
These are all names that'll describe the Bulls season at the end of the year.
Hold on. Captain Vern Crackpicker. Engelbert Pickledick. And Augustus Fartwagon.
What is your obsession with dick?
Well, I think that's for a different show. That's its own podcast.
That would be its own podcast.
Different. The Obsession with Dick podcast.
Check it out next week on 312 Sports.
Hi, I'm Dick Podcast. Welcome to Obsession with Dick podcast. So you can be. Remember at Uncle Dick? You weren't there at Uncle Dick's funeral.
Oh yeah, no, I'll leave you alone.
No, so you can be.
No,
now,
you tell me. I wasn't there, but I just know you looked at Jill, and you were cooked.
A moment of silent reflection, so you can be alone with your thoughts of Dick. And I made the mistake of looking at my sister. And then people must have thought I was having some kind of myocardial event.
Well, you might have been.
I was turning bright red. I bit the inside of my mouth until it started bleeding. It was bad.
Worth it though, right?
So I want to make a deal about how we cover the Bulls right now. So I'm going to put in I think we should just establish how we feel. This is a good time as we start. I believe we're going to have fun on this podcast, and I want this podcast to be in large part to take every game and everything that happens, especially in a wide open East, through the lens of casual optimism for the season and for the players, while understanding in the big picture, it's hard to see where it's going, right?
Did you notice what Maddie changed my name to?
Now that we have an adversarial producer.
Another laugh take.
Yep. I like it.
Sorry, go on.
So I think we both realize that however many months from now, you know where the Bulls are going to be, right?
Mid, 9th in the East.
Play-in.
10th in the East. Yeah. Either 9th or 10th.
Play-in. They love being in the play-in.
Because they can sell out the arena.
Yeah, they'll and they do have some interesting players. We're going to go through the roster on this episode here on episode 114. We're going to go through the roster and try to figure out what they're doing. I think it's hilarious, by the way, that Billy Donovan is now preaching a defensive mentality. But we'll get to that.
Oh, no.
All right, good luck. We'll get to that.
Josh Giddey.
I think 40 wins in this East gets you a top 8 seed.
Top 8, yeah, but it doesn't matter. Playing is 7 through 10.
I know.
So then, what's the
because they've
won
won
a home game in the play-in just to get?
Well, you get two. You get an extra shot if you win that game.
But still, like, who cares? Because you'll lose to New York or I don't know about Boston. God, the East is terrible.
Okay, so if I'm ranking the East just off the top of my head,
Knicks.
Oh no, Cleveland number 1.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, I guess.
Come on, you still have
Mitchell, Mobley, Allen,
Garland, Jarrett Jack. I mean
Jarrett Jack. Where did that come from?
Jarrett Allen. Sorry.
Oh, Jarrett Jack. That's one of my. Oh, I love Jarrett Jack.
Fat point guard. Fat shooting guy.
Yeah.
Jarrett Allen.
Oh, I love fat point guards. I don't know if you know who Bob Does Sports is. I think I introduced them to you. The group of 3 guys, they play golf and they're absolutely hysterical.
Yeah.
And one time they were playing, it was some brand deal with PGA Tour, 2K, whatever. And so they were playing it on a live stream and there were comments flooding in, not onto the Twitch stream, but onto their PlayStation live. And someone said Fat Perez is built like Raymond Felton. And I lost it.
Wait, Fat Perez is already a play on Pat Perez.
Correct. He's the fat one.
Okay.
Yes. And they said he's built like Raymond Felton. There was Tommy Fleetwood, Rory Big McIlroy. There were so many.
Oh, we could do the all-fat point guard. And Khalid El-Amin would have to be on the all-fat point guard.
Fat point guards. Have the
John Bagley? Do you remember John Bagley?
No.
He was basically an ass with legs, or with little eyes sticking out of it. The man was just he was just a walking, talking giant behind.
Kyle Lowry.
Oh, now, yeah.
Yeah,
he's well marbled.
He's got a dude. You're talking about him like A5 Wagyu.
Well, he is. I mean, he's
all right.
Okay.
Bulls.
So we know that this thing isn't really going anywhere for the moment. What I would like to do is carve out a place in the Bulls' consciousness where here at the outset, we agree and we understand that it's not necessarily meaningful, but we're going to have fun with it. I want to root for the Bulls. I don't want to be indifferent in these games. I want to root for Kevin Huerter. I want the games to be fun.
Yeah, I think they will be. They were last year.
I know.
So I think a big part of that is the fact that they changed their entire play style from ISO ball, mid-range, and a lot of it had to do with DeMar DeRozan. Excuse me. But they're shooting a lot of threes now. And even though they are defensively atrocious, who cares? Shoot a bunch of threes and maybe you'll win one or two.
Oh, I think they'll win more than one or two. I want to say I haven't looked recently at what the
34
the Vegas
something.
win totals are. Yeah, you probably could get that in front of you. But
yeah, I got it.
If they get to 40, you're talking about a huge year for Modest. You're talking about maybe at the deadline, depending on the contracts they have to offload, that maybe they find somebody who can contribute. But it's a weird roster. Mm-hmm. That is going to make for some pretty strange groupings and odd lineups for
FanDuel has their over-under right now at 32.5.
That's about right.
Yeah.
Does that strike you as
a little low? But the things that Vegas knows more than we do. I do think that they're going to lose a lot of games big, and they're going to win a few games big. And there are going to be a lot of tight games just because of shootouts. Regardless of it's either going to be they shoot very well and the other team shoots poorly and they win, vice versa, or both teams shoot well or both teams shoot poorly. And they're going to give up a ton of points.
It also depends the decisions they make at the deadline this year, because when you start looking at expiring deals, and we know that they don't really value draft capital, but if all of a sudden Arturas wakes up and values draft capital, and you're looking at Vucevic at age 34, he's at 21.4 expiring. Zach Collins, 18 million expiring. Huerter, 18 million expiring.
And all of those guys are, especially Collins and Huerter, Vuce as well, but he's so bad defensively that in the playoffs it really matters. Collins and Huerter could be really valuable for a lot of teams.
Well, what about Kobe White at 13 million?
The only guy that I'm protecting right now is Modest, and I guess Esenge, just because they just drafted him.
Sure.
But Modest right now is the only guy that I would firmly say no to any trade, unless it's for Giannis. But
you have Ayo Dosunmu at 7.5 million expiring.
That's ridiculous.
That's insane. And
he should be making double that at least.
Well, and they may have to decide between Kobe White and Ayo Dosunmu at the deadline. But anyway, here's the roster. This is in descending order of salary right now. These are the people that they have right now currently under contract, not including the two-ways.
Okay.
Josh Giddey, Nikola Vucevic, Zach Collins, Patrick Williams, Kevin Huerter, Kobe White, Isaac Okoro, Jalen Smith, Trey Jones, Ayo Dosunmu, Javon Carter. He opted in, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Matas Buzelis, Noah Esenge, Dalen Terry, Julian Phillips, and I was going to say Mamadou Gueye, but they just let him go. And then you've got your two-ways, Emmanuel Miller, the second-round pick Lachlan Ulbrich. And
he's not Scottish.
I know, but he sounds like he should be.
Yes, he does.
And Yuki Kawamura.
Yeah.
Who?
That tried to do an accent on that one.
Do
an accent on that one.
I get
fired. You want to see what happens?
Yeah. Yeah, we've seen that already. Yuki Kawamura, by the way.
He's awesome.
He is I know he's a toy basketball player.
He's so fun.
He is a reason, if in fact he wants to play this full season at Windy City, that is worth the minimal price of admission to go to Rolling Meadows and watch him play.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He's a riot to watch.
If Lena had wheels, but if your aunt had balls, she'd be your uncle. But if he was over 6 feet tall, he would not be a two-way player.
Oh God, no. He's
my height.
He's your height.
He's my height.
Yeah, he's barely 5'8", but he's fun. I like the fact that they're going to give him a shot. He's fast. He is so smart. So smart, and understands spacing in a way that others don't. But your starting lineup, let's just talk about this. So they've had trouble starting games. We know that they've had trouble, especially defensively starting games, because if you have a starting lineup that includes Giddey, Vooch,
White,
and White, I don't know how you stop anybody.
Defense. Yeah.
So it's Modest.
That's the Modest. Williams?
No, he's a bench player.
Okoro?
Probably, unless you go with like a bench mob defensive unit. Do you go small? I do think there's going to be some 3-guard lineups out there, as much as
with Io.
Billy loves Trey Jones.
Wait, did you mention Julian Phillips in the?
Yeah, I did.
Okay,
I did.
Okay, I still like Julian Phillips. I still think he's a good basketball player.
He's 21, and he's inexpensive. He's probably getting better. But if you put out your best defensive lineup, if the Bulls really wanted right now to say, we're going to put out our best defensive 5.
Okay. Io, Okoro, Williams.
Io, Williams, Okoro, Jalen Smith?
I would.
Modest.
Modest is up there. I don't know about
Jalen. Modest is your best shot blocker.
Yeah, maybe Collins?
Yeah, but I don't. Yeah, you play Modest at the forward. You play Collins.
And I think you could rotate Dalen Terry in there just because he's long and kind of
active,
wiry. I'll say.
Yeah, he's active,
fast. He is fast, but he's bad.
It's just funny to me that here last year the Bulls finally and belatedly decided that they were going to shoot enough threes to wipe out the differential that they had, because they were starting every game by the numbers and by 3-pointers taken and made. They were starting every game -8.
And you talked to AK about this.
Yeah, and it took me forever, because as long as you had the lineups that they had, you were going to have a lot of 2-pointers, and you're still, I think, with Vucevic in the middle of his apparently rapid decline. I don't know how quickly he can arrest that vector of his career, Victor. But if he's, you're going to be able to
for Halloween. From Despicable Me.
What you're doing? You're being what?
Vector from Despicable Me for Halloween. Jason Segel's character, the one, the orange tracksuit.
I don't know. That's what you're doing for Halloween?
Yeah, he's hysterical.
Well, Jason Segel's funny. I think you should be Jason Segel from Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Oh, just walk. Well, there is kind of a bit about that guy. I don't know if you've been, if you know what Teague time is, and yes, it has to do with Jeff Teague, but people are wearing Jeff Teague jerseys and no pants, and it's called Teague time.
What?
Yeah, it's just a thing. It's just a thing.
You're gonna have to whiteboard this for me.
Yeah, Teague time. Hold on, here we go. Teague time most commonly refers to a basketball-related catchphrase originating from former NBA player Jeff Teague, used to hype up his performance in clutch moments. But now it's been changed using TikTok into people wearing a Jeff Teague jersey and not wearing any pants. And now Atlanta Hawks fans are considering going to Hawks games all wearing Jeff Teague jerseys and no pants.
Wait, when you say no pants,
I mean, like, you just can't see the underpants under the jersey.
I'm down.
You haven't heard of this? Look up Teague time.
No. What? But how did it start?
I'm not going to watch the video right now. It's just a thing. It was definitely on his podcast, because his podcast is incredibly funny.
Do you have a Teague jersey?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I could.
So Billy Donovan wants them to start playing defense. And I was laughing when he was saying it because they were talking about it at media day and talking about this defensive mentality and saying, all right, well, we got the offense fixed. Like now we know these are the shots we have to take, and this is big boy basketball. This is what happens in the NBA. We're going to do that. And that was great. It was great. But you can't then say, okay, now we're going to work on defense, because I don't get it. I don't know how this lineup, like Josh Giddey, how often do you ever see him? How often do you ever see him like low with his arms stretched out? Just think about it. Like actually down close to the ground in a stance so he can guard someone.
Never.
Ever, once or twice.
But he can pass the ball and make things happen.
He can also go to the zoo and throw peanuts to the elephants. Giddey has a tendency to drift on you. And when you're paying $100 million, I don't think it's a ton of money.
It's really not.
It's not. But
for someone who finished the season the way you did, $25 million per year when people are making 50 and 60, not bad.
No, but he's also, unfortunately, because of his lapses, despite what he says, he seems to be a decent bloke. But despite what he says, I'm worried about him being a candidate for severe regression from a great half of a season to now I really don't have to try on defense, or I can commit some of these ridiculous turnovers.
No, he's a white guy. He'll try.
Well,
am I allowed to say that?
No, probably not.
Oh, well, great.
No, he's I don't know. Yeah, I don't think you're allowed to say that. There are plenty of lazy white guys.
He sometimes will have Andre Drummond type of lapses where he's not as hilarious, but he'll have just these mental, he'll just have these brain farts.
Yes, that's what I mean.
Be like, dude, what the hell are you doing?
That's what I mean. That Giddey will go to the zoo on you. He will just, and you want to just grab him and say, dude. And then he'll be fine. And then he'll. All
right, mate. I was just looking at the crocodiles. I don't know. It's just saying.
He'll score 8 straight points, and he'll make ridiculous passes, and he'll hit a game winner. And you forget about the 6 minutes where he threw it off the scorer's table 3 times. So I don't know. But again, what I like are some of the ages. I like the fact that Giddey is 23.
They're young.
Patrick Williams is still 24.
Ugh. That kind of pisses me off.
I know.
Because I almost wish he was older so we had an excuse to not think he's good.
He does just enough. And if he plays defense and he is a second unit player, which the starting thing, the star thing is over. It's just over. All he's got to do is run and jump and try, not dribble the ball in traffic.
Yeah, but the thing is that when he runs and jumps, he'll miss a dunk.
Then just rebound.
Rebound and shoot.
Shoot standstill corner threes. And if he's...
Yeah, just shoot threes.
If he were a valuable 3-and-D guy for $18 million, that's about right.
I guess now. Yeah.
Isn't it?
I guess so.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what Io is, but he's only making 7.5.
If Kevin Huerter makes the same thing Patrick Williams does, and they shoot about the same percentage from 3, right? Don't they both shoot high 30%?
Yeah, but I do think Huerter has a higher volume, though, if I'm not mistaken, just because he moves more off the ball than Williams does. Williams kind of just stands there, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Where does Okoro fit?
I was just about to mention Okoro. I have no clue. And people hated the trade when it happened. I think a lot of Bulls fans. A lot of Bulls fans were saying we still can't get any draft picks. We traded away Lonzo and we didn't get anything back except for a mediocre player. I like Isaac Okoro. I think he's young. What else? I know Lonzo brings that veteran leadership and he's really solid on defense. And I understand that for Cleveland. But when you're a team like Chicago, it's not going to help you win that many more games. If anything, you want to lose and not be a playing team, right?
They're not trying to do that this year. Like that's part of what we have to agree on here. This is not a tank year. They don't tank. Billy Donovan does not tank.
Also, they don't have their pick, I don't think, right?
This year?
Do they have their pick?
I think so.
Year? I'm not sure.
I think so. I think they do. So believe me, they're going to try. And that's why I think that in the East this year, it's weird. This is the year of the Achilles tendon.
Was. Well, now, I guess, yeah, is.
Yeah, you've got no Tyrese Halliburton.
Oh, they do have they have 2 first rounders. What was I thinking?
I don't know.
Yeah, they have Portland. They have Portland from lottery protected, but it'll go back to Portland. But
yes,
that
although Portland might have a little core that's kind of
what Drew Holiday. He's 38.
Don't they have Denny Avdia now?
Yeah. The guy I really like on that team is Toumani Camara. That dude is a MFer. Have you seen him play?
I have. I don't know that I've watched him as closely as you have.
One of the best. He might be the best defender in the league.
I don't know. I would say either one of the Thompson
twins.
Have
you seen what head coaches have said about him?
About Toumani Camara?
Oh yeah.
I'm not.
Oh yeah. JJ Redick was raving about him. He said that is a guy that every NBA team wishes they had on their roster.
Better than Osar or Amen Thompson?
I don't know if he's as dynamic, but defensively, I think he's more versatile. He's bigger. But he's not as explosive. But the thing is that the Thompsons can't shoot or at least Asar.
Is he better than Dyson Daniels?
No. No.
Okay.
Probably not. No. Dyson Daniels is a beast. Yeah.
Yeah, that's like Depoy level.
So is Kamara.
Okay. It's just harder to measure for those guys. It's so much easier to give it to somebody like Gobert.
I was just going to say.
Or Wemby. I mean, Wemby could block. Have you watched some of what he's doing, by the way?
He grew 2 inches.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he's 7'5".
He's not 7'9". How tall is he?
He's 7'5". They listed him at 7'3" last year. Now he's listed at 7'5".
He didn't grow 2 inches?
I didn't, by definition, I guess he did. A guy that did grow 2 inches from 7'1" to 7'3", Derek Lively.
Ooh. On Dallas?
Yeah.
Well, look out with that in Cooper Flag then.
And Anthony Davis? You kind of forgot about him.
Yeah, he's not
and
bad. And
Kyrie
either.
When he comes back?
Yeah, that's a contender.
Yeah, maybe
that's a contender if everybody's healthy.
The Kyrie has to come back, and AD has to wear goggles for the rest of his career because of a retina issue.
So
if that's a really, really, really good team. Although they got very lucky.
Did you see who else apparently grew 2 inches? I'm not making this up because I saw a very funny headline on this, and he's also a guy who I would have. He's not my pick for most improved player because I think my pick for most improved player, I believe, will get MVP votes this year.
Who?
Sengun, Alperen Sengun.
Really?
I think he's going to get MVP votes this year.
Did he grow to it? But
no, he's not the guy that grew.
Okay.
But like this is another guy who I think will be a candidate for most improved player.
Mm-hmm.
And when it said Dick gets bigger, Grady Dick.
Oh yeah, I did see that. Yeah. I like him a lot. There are a lot of memes about that just saying Dick grew 1 inch.
I know. That's what I'm talking about. But
easy.
I also, even in moments last year when I saw him when he looked bad, you can see it in
He moves like a player.
Oh, yeah.
He moves well.
Let me just say.
He's instinctual.
And I'm really glad he's not on the Heat.
Well, they got Kasparis Yakachionis. That's
Yeah,
another one. I was so upset that he went. I don't know how he fell that low. I thought he was going to be a top 5 pick. And now that he's on Miami, I think he's going to be one to look out for Rookie of the Year. I think that's your sleeper pick. I love his game.
I thought sleeper pick is Con Knipple.
He's a 4th overall pick.
It's not really but nobody's talking. I mean, if he's going to beat out his former teammate, that would be a huge deal.
Okay, I guess.
I mean, because Flagg is already. People are saying he could be a rookie MVP.
Oh, have you seen him in the preseason?
The guy's great.
You knew it though.
Yeah, I know.
You knew he was going to be great.
All right, let's before we do the showdown.
Yeah,
let's just talk about Modest Buzelis and what is a reasonable expectation, because I'm sure there are people right now saying, why aren't you talking about Modest as most improved? Why? And he's a candidate. He's absolutely a candidate.
He reminds me of a player that I believe also won most improved, but let me double check. And I think I've made this comparison before
with Modest.
But who he reminds me of is someone who is great in the NBA playoffs this past year. He was the 2019 most improved player and won a championship that year, and that is Pascal Siakam. I think career trajectory wise, it's not all that different because they were both. I know Pascal was the 27th overall pick or whatever, so he's a lot later in the draft. But both of them played a lot of their rookie year in the G League. Both of them kind of just came up out of nowhere late in the season and started playing well. They have very similar body types. I do think Pascal is a little bit more skilled as a dribbler. But
he is, but he also, Pascal Siakam, end to end, his ability to turn defense into offense, to be able to take advantage of numbers on his own off of a defensive rebound. If Modest wanted to do more of that, if Modest wanted to grab it and go, and if there's a,
why wouldn't he? He plays hard.
And cross over his counterpart. I'm not saying he's going to cross over a guard in the middle of the floor, but I'd love to see more of that from
And
Modest.
he gained weight this offseason too. So we'll see what happens. But that's if I'm looking career path and I'm looking at second year skilled, lanky 4, I guess, or almost positionless now.
Mm-hmm.
I that's who I would look at. And I'm not expecting him to be Pascal Siakam, but I would like to see him take a step forward and just be I want to see him do more with the ball in his hands.
I was just going to say that because I would say in the full court, I would encourage him off of a defensive rebound to not necessarily, look for a guard. Put it on the floor and go. If people are retreating, if you think you've got a numbers advantage, I want him pushing it. What I like in the half court is rather than compressing everything, and this is the damn problem with Vooch out there, because
no doom spiraling, I thought.
I'm not doom spiraling. I'm just talking about lineup construction and spacing. The problem with Vooch is if you are playing 4 out, 1 in with him, he's going to want it. You're going to have to feed the post, kick it, reset, reverse it, screen him across the other side, and all that stuff that takes all that time if he's not coming out. What I love are the occasional sets where they'll run Modest on like a long banana cut from wing to basket. He's fast enough against his guy. I love for some of that the longer weak side cuts. So I want him in the half court. I want him moving without the ball because he makes a good target. He's got good hands. He can finish.
Yeah,
it's just hard with Vooch standing there.
I think you need to chill out on the Montenegrin, man. You look like a child in timeout. That was like you. That was like you at the aquarium the last week.
No.
No. He was throwing a mini tantrum. I forgot what it was about, though.
I was cranky. I don't know.
Wanted to sleep?
Were we figuring out where we were going to get food or something?
Did we even... I thought we just went straight to the...
I don't know. All right.
Mom and I got food.
Yeah, that's right. I think I went home.
Okay. Yeah,
time for the showdown. Here we go. If you're just joining us, this began years ago as the college showdown, when I would start quizzing Jason on current players and where they attended college, and Jason would quiz me on all-time players and where they went to college.
Because Dan is unk. Dan is unk.
Yeah, I'm unk. I'm literally an unk. So it then became, we ran out of players because we went through pretty much every roster in the NBA and all the G League teams. So now we just made it a wide-open trivia competition.
Yeah.
And usually he beats me, and that's okay.
Not at the regular one, I don't think.
So I'm going to start.
Okay.
So I was looking at 20, 25, 26 milestones, statistical milestones that can be achieved this year by some of the old head stars.
Got it.
And you know who they are.
Right.
So we know that LeBron James is the first NBA player who played in his teens and in his 40s.
Yeah, not Vince?
No, he didn't come out as a teen, I don't think. And LeBron and Bronny, first father-son duo together. LeBron passed Kareem as the all-time leading scorer. He can pass him this year in all-time made field goals.
That's insane.
Yeah, it's insane. When you consider the percentage of threes, that's what's amazing. Kareem didn't take threes. So LeBron also, in year 23, will pass Vince Carter for the most career seasons. He can pass Reggie Miller for 6th all-time on the three-point field goal list. All he needs are 2, and he's going to pass Reggie Miller.
Happen.
If LeBron plays 50 games, he will have the most regular season games played in NBA history.
Over Robert Parrish?
That you got it.
That was the question?
That was going to be the question. You bastard.
My question's a little tougher than that. I'm
All right,
sorry.
well, then maybe I can do some others. Let me see what else I can find here.
Okay, fine.
God damn it.
Come on.
I didn't know that you knew that Robert Chief had was the all-time leader in games. Okay.
Former Bull.
James Harden is
really good
11th. James Harden is 11th in scoring. He is 603 points away from passing whom for 10th?
Are they still playing or no?
No.
Okay. Carmelo?
Yes! God, you're annoying.
Carmelo was great. I was thinking it might be DeMar, but he's not there yet.
No.
Not yet.
He
has more points than Curry all time, I believe.
Yeah, that's a lot of twos, man.
Yeah.
That's a lot of free throws. A lot of free throws and a lot of twos. Okay, here, just real quick there. Harden also is 13th all-time in assists. He needs to pass 3 guys to reach the top 10. He needs 746 to move up 1 spot. But he's got to pass 3 guys. Can you name the 3 guys he has to pass to reach the top 10?
So the thing is that for assists is a little bit more difficult than points. I'm going to try to think of who is definitely in the top 10. So it's going to be Stockton. It's going to be Chris Paul. It's going to be LeBron. It's going to be Steve Nash. Is Gary Payton one of the guys he needs to pass?
Yes.
I don't know why. He just popped into my head. Tim Hardaway?
No.
Okay. Then probably didn't play long enough.
Gary Payton is 1. Gary Payton is 11th.
Bang. Ooh. Are any of these guys still playing?
No.
I would assume not.
No.
Bob Cousy, if they started recording it.
Nope.
Robertson?
No.
Or is he top 10?
No, I only have these 3 in front of me here.
Is Russell Westbrook technically not a current player right now? So is that like a trick?
I believe he is technically a current player.
Okay. So it's not Russ.
Mm-mm.
Oh, God. Are they both Hall of Famers?
No. One is.
One is and the other one isn't.
The other one was very good for a long time and probably better than people give him credit for. And probably near the end might qualify as a fat point guard. Certainly
Jameer Nelson.
No,
Gotta be Jameer Nelson.
It's not Jameer Nelson.
Damn it.
I would say certainly he's one of the slowest great point guards. Not great. One of the slowest very good point guards.
You said he's fat.
At the end, he was a little doughy, but
so not Raymond Felton, not
no,
not
no.
good.
I wouldn't say fat, but definitely slow. Not fleet of foot.
Did he retire in the past 10 years?
Yeah, I think last 10 close. Let me look it up.
So I was alive when he was playing.
It's an easy game. It's an easy guy to kind of forget. Let me see how far he went.
White guy?
He retired after the 2015, 2016.
After 2016. White guy?
No. He retired at age 39.
Don't tell me it was Jarrett Jack. I don't think he's top 10.
No. No, he was too
because that's around when he retired.
Yeah. This guy, you want me to give you the teams he played for?
Yeah. This is hard.
Denver, Cleveland, Philly, Portland, Washington, the Clippers, the Kings, the T-Wolves, and the Spurs.
Is that in order?
Yeah.
Say that again.
Denver, Cleveland, Philly, Portland, Washington, Clippers, Kings, Sacramento, Minnesota, San Antonio.
Finished with San Antonio. He finished with San Antonio. It was probably a backup, end of bench. He said Washington.
Never much of a scorer.
I mean, he said Kings, but he didn't say Pacers, so it's
bad
not
3-point shooter. Could
it's
not
Rondo,
shoot.
Obviously.
Could not shoot threes.
Rondo's top 10, right?
Yeah, Rondo. That's
okay.
Actually, it's a good guess, but the teams obviously preclude that. You want the answer?
Yeah.
Andre Miller.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense because he played forever.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Andre Miller.
I probably should have gotten that.
Andre Miller, Gary Payton, and the last one at number 10 is Isaiah Thomas.
Okay.
Okay, now fire away with me.
Still pretty. I'll take that performance.
Yeah, it's a win
for
you.
Yeah, that's a win. So mine's a little bit more specific, and it is Bulls specific.
Okay.
And my question, and I help you out here because it is pretty hard. So I help you out with something that you love a lot. Which player was drafted by the Bulls, traded on draft night, and later returned to play for them for a short period of time? And the hint is that his name can be anagrammed to Jello brand.
You're coming into my kitchen here.
Yeah.
His name literally can be anagrammed. He was drafted by the Bulls, traded on draft night.
Correct. And later played for a very, very, very short period of time.
Jello brand?
Jello brand.
Not Elton Brand.
No, not Elton Brand. He probably ate a lot of Jello toward the end of his career.
This guy did or Elton did?
Elton. No, this guy was never fat.
Banjo Raleigh. Dan Gelbor. Dan Beljar. Brad Gellon. Brad Gellon. His name is Joe.
Also try to think about the question.
Brandel. No, I'm trying to work the letters instead.
Why?
Because my brain would rather try to solve the letters than actually think of the answer to the question. His name is
Thanks, Maddie.
Banjo, a bard, Jelbo.
I can't believe my name this entire time has just been Ballsack Biombo.
Arlo Landjay. Bill Del.
Oh God.
Del Branjo. Branjo.
Walked in a music store and found Branjo. I walk into the store with a name of music store, and I picked up a instrument name of Branjo.
He starts blowing it,
and they play music name of bluegrass.
Bringo.
Bringo. Well, a bit of quab.
It's pretty good.
A little tangy. Ahoy.
I don't know. What's the answer?
What's the answer?
But you know what? Don't tell me.
Okay.
I want to figure this out. I'm going to figure out next episode.
Oh, come on.
I want to work the puzzle. Brol.
I'm just going to sit here and talk about the Bears while you finish.
No, what's the answer? I can't figure it out.
Jordan Bell.
Jordan Bell. He went to Golden State, right?
Yep.
That was the guy who was traded for cash considerations.
Yep.
Oregon?
Yep.
Okay.
And then he came back to the Bulls in that weird season when everybody was sick. In their good season, when DeMar hit those 2 back-to-back game winners, he was always the first guy off the bench to tackle him.
That's the Randy Brown job.
Yeah. He only played 1 game for the Bulls and did not score a single point, but he was on the Chicago Bulls.
Good question. Nice work there.
Nice
work. Ballsack Biombo. Maddie's having too much fun. Because when we do the handover here and you're producing this, I'm a little worried that when we put these particular tools in your hand, I'm terrified.
Oh, you don't want any tools in my hand.
No, I know. Because
bad things will happen.
Too busy with your own.
Okay, thanks for that, dude.
That's going to do it for Organizations Win Champion. And by the way, yes, this turd box was trolling me on Forward Progress in our live episode.
I was, yes, and I you didn't even notice it, and I said nice Trocero's hat in the background,
yeah,
and you didn't catch it.
And the great thing about this hat is it doesn't fit you.
No,
because you were finishing games and it was too tight on your head.
Well, yeah, I guess
your head was swollen with pregame Modelos.
No, I'm always swollen with Modelos in general.
With pre-gaming. Yeah, different kind of pre-gaming. All right, that's going to do it for the return of Organizations Win Championships. We're going to be back. We're going to try to do this weekly. There might be surprises in there, so make sure you subscribe or resubscribe and set your alerts because you never know. Maybe we'll find something here or there. Maybe there'll be a fun game. Maybe we'll go live. But we are back with a vengeance, and we're very, very happy to be here, at least speaking for myself, on 312 Sports Chicago. Welcome back, kid.
Thank you very much, and just want to say glad you're back, and go Bears.